Hey y'all, finally got this set up. Maybe I don't. Um, hi, I'm Alana of Artwork Creative. Give me 1 second to put this caption in here. It's hard to type and talk, apparently. I feel like I've never tried it before. I'm just going to be on here real quick because I have my meeting with my mastermind group in like 10 minutes. But I wanted to go over failure because I am noticing now that we are in 2020. It's what, day 28? Yeah, I never know what date it is. Now that we're in it, I'm seeing that 2020, a lot of people started off like 2020 is going to be my year, 2020 is going to be this, going to be that. 2020 is turning out to be a year of trials. So there's no one that I've spoken to so far that's like still still on that same vibe of 2020 being the best year so far. 2020 is trying to knock people down as soon as possible. It is not even February yet, and it has been a lot. So last weekend, I won't get into the details about it because it's still going on, but last weekend I had a fail, like a major fail that was completely my fault. And I know oftentimes because all of my clients, they're new business owners, they're like just starting out or they're in their first year, they're still figuring things out. Failing is something that you definitely have to get used to. I'm still getting used to it. I've way more used to it now than when I first started in business. But I will say, failing and failing often is a part of business, especially in my group, the Women's Academy of Instagram Mastery. I teach marketing, I teach sales. Marketing is a whole bunch of failing. Marketing is trying to fail as soon as possible to get the best results as soon as possible. So you keep trying new things, you keep revamping, you keep trying new strategies, you target different markets, you switch your targeting, you switch your messaging. There's so many different parts of it, and the goal is to fail. So, with everyone out here, whoever watches this video, watches it today, watches it later, what have you, I just want to talk about failing real quick because it's very important. So, I don't know how many points I have, maybe like five. I only have 7 more minutes now. All right. So, first things first, when you fail, whether it's like something you did and like just really messed up, whether it was something out of your hands, whatever it was, whatever the event was, it could be you like ending a relationship, it could be you messing up at work, it could be you breaking the law, it could be several different things. Whatever it is, realize that that event is an event. It is not a character flaw in you. It might be something that you need to work on, but at the end of the day, figure out what it is that that event tried to teach you. So there's always a lesson in failing, especially in business. If you're in any kind of business in marketing, if you tried something and like didn't make any sales, it's something that you just have to tweak. It doesn't mean your product is bad. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're bad at business. There's just something that you need to figure out, some factor that played into that failure, that you need to figure out what it is. So just try not to take it personally. And yesterday I was taking my failure very personally, which is why I wanted to hop on today to talk to y'all. Okay, number two, when you fail, figure out what it is that you needed to be taught, like I just said, but also take that into consideration so you don't do it again. So, failing, and especially in marketing, failing and failing often is to gather data, it's to gather as much information about what doesn't work. I think it was Thomas Edison who said, I figured out like 10,000 ways not to make a light bulb. That's how many times he had to fail before the shit actually worked. Like, failing is it's like a big deal. You can take it very personally, which is why I'm like, just don't take it personal. Whatever the outcome is after the failure event is over, you don't really have a say in the outcome anymore. You have a say in how you deal with it and how you frame it, how you look at it, and how you make it become a part of your story. But you have complete control of that. So make that very apparent. I think I'm going to end it now just because I have to go. But last thing I want to say, Whenever you fail, if you do fail, whatever it is that your failure or whatever you perceive your failure to be, just remember that you need to fail forward. So don't fail backwards or fall backwards, fail forwards. So if you fail, if you you launch something as in business terms, if you launch a new product, it just doesn't sell anything, like complete crickets, doesn't go anywhere. Fail forward. Take everything that you did for that launch. If you did anything at all, you might have just not launched it right. You might have just announced it on Instagram and expected people to buy it. That's not how business works on Instagram, which is why I teach my class. So if you did that, realize what happened, take note of what happened, get all the stats of what happened, the analytics, if you know how to do those, and then take that information and do it again, but do it with that information in mind. So you're not going to do the exact same things because obviously that doesn't work. You're going to try new things. You might need to do more research. You might need to get a mentor or a coach. You might need to sign up for some sort of class. You might need to just really dive deeper into internet marketing if your business is on the internet. You might have to do several different things just to fill in those blanks of the spots where you were just guessing of what you didn't know. Whatever the failure is, fail forward, move forward. It is not a character flaw in you. It's not saying something that you just aren't good enough. You aren't whatever it is that you might be assigning to yourself because of this failure. Take it, sit with it, cry about it if you need to, get all those emotions out, but then get up and go forward. Keep failing forward. Keep failing as much as you possibly can, as often as you can, and you will get better results. All right, I am about to go. I'm about to be late for my coach. I will talk to you guys later. And if you have any failure stories you want to talk about or need to talk through them, by all means DM me, because I'm more on a high now that I've gotten over my failure. So I will talk to you guys later, and good night.